Buongiorno, welcome back to my channel. Today is a full face using my most used and also my favorite products of 2021 when it comes to skincare and makeup. So although I tested so many makeup and skincare products in 2021, I definitely had my go-to, my favorite ones. Some are an old favorite and some were last year discovery. So if you want to know all about my favorite makeup and skincare products, then please keep on watching. But before we start, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Noura, and on this channel I mostly talk about fragrances, but I also do some makeup and skincare. So if this is your thing, then please consider subscribing and also hit the notification bell so you will get notified when I upload any new video. Also go and follow me on Instagram, where I post some exclusive content that I don't do here on YouTube. This is part of my 2021 recap series. I will leave down below a playlist of all my previous episodes. So if you want to know my best discoveries in 2021 when it comes to fragrances, makeup, skincare, I have a whole list down below. So go check it if you are interested. But today, as I said, I am going to go through my most used one, whether they are old products that I have now for a couple of years or products that I have discovered only last year. So without further ado, let's start. Okay, let's start. I already prepped my skin because usually I go through that in the morning when I wake up. So I went with my cleanser, the Cerave Hydrating Cleanser. This is my go-to morning cleanser, and also during winter I use it also evening and morning because I have more dry skin. Then I went with Niacinamide from the Inkey list. This one is formulated with hyaluronic acid, and this is why I like it more during winter. I also use the ordinary one, but I find the ordinary one more tacky as a consistency and also a little bit more irritating. And for that, I always go for it during summer when my skin is not so dry. Then I went with my Cerave Moisturizing Cream. As you all know, this is my holy grail. I can't live without this cream. I have used a lot of moisturizing cream. This is my go-to, especially during winter. I can't live without it. You can use it on your body, you can use it on your face. Actually, I don't use it so much on my body because it's quite a thick cream and I don't like the feeling when you put your clothes and your skin is tacky. I don't like that. But for my face, I love it. My skin loves it, and when I stop using it, my skin protests. So that is a Cerave. Another one that I didn't go for now in the morning. I usually use that during night, also because it has a kind of a thick consistency, is the Cicaplast B5 from La Roche-Posay. Love this cream, and I absolutely swear by this cream. If you have very dry skin, if your skin suffers from harsh winter cold weather, go for this one. I also use this one morning and evening if my skin is reacting. Well, for example, last month I over exfoliated my skin by accident. This got my skin fixed in 2 days, which is mind-blowing. It has a very, very thick consistency and also it leaves a white cast. And for this reason, I usually use this one in the evening. I put over the Cerave. Just before going to sleep, I put a thick layer of this one here and I just wake up with the most beautiful skin. Also, I would highly recommend it for people who have rosacea. This is rosacea friendly. Then, as usual, I will go with my sunscreen. This is from Cosrx Aloe Soothing Sun Cream SPF 50. Love this one. I have used so many tubes of this sun cream. It does leave again a slight white cast. It's not very predominant, but it's there. So for darker skin tones, maybe this one is not for you. Another product that I don't have now but I featured in my empties is the Unseen Sunscreen. I also love to use this one, especially in days when I know I am wearing makeup. Otherwise, I use the Supergoop Glow Sunscreen. This is a tinted SPF and leaves the skin with quite a glowy finish. I will show you because now I have to reapply my sunscreen. So I will use this one. I usually don't go for this sunscreen on a daily basis. I go for it or on its own. I usually use it under makeup because, as you can see, it will leave your skin very, very glowy. Okay, can you see the glow? I mean, it's some serious glow. So when I use this one, I never go with a highlighter or pre-highlighting step because this is on its own quite glowy. Then I usually go with Avene Cold Cream. This is not my most used lip balm. I usually go with Lanolips, which I featured in my best discoveries, I think. This is, by the way, not included. This is just my spatula. And I usually use this one in the morning and before putting makeup to prep my lips. The Lanolips one I don't use when I want to prep my lips for makeup because it will ruin your makeup if you just go overboard just a little bit. So this is why I don't use it for that, but definitely nighttime, it's my go-to. And sometimes also in the morning, I use it, especially in the winter when it's very cold. It's an amazing product. Now let's address the elephant in the room, and it's these eyebrows. As usual, I wanted to shape my eyebrows, so I went with my favorite products and my most used one, the Maybelline Tattoo Brow. And I got distracted and then I forgot about it and I left it for too long, and this is why my eyebrows are quite tinted, let's say. So that was skincare. Let's move to makeup. And the first product that I used quite a lot since I got it is the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have it in the shade 3. It's amazing. I'm not going to use it. I already used the glow screen. It leaves your skin with the most beautiful, sophisticated glow. I mostly use this one to pre-highlight. It is a product that you can use on its own because it is tinted, but again, I am not into this extremely glowy skin. So I don't use it for that. Sometimes I use it over makeup, but my favorite use of it is just to pre-highlight, and it's amazing. Now let's go to complexion, and my most used foundation is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear. You can see the love by looking at how many shades I have of this foundation. I usually go during winter with the 100 linen, but I think this one expired because the last time I used it, it didn't look like it normally did. And I do have it now almost for 2 years, so it's probably expired. So I went yesterday to get myself another one in preparation for this video. I could not find the 100 linen, but I did find the 110 in raw vanilla rosé. I know from now this is not my shade, I know, but the 135 and the 200, both are too dark for me now. So I will just mix it and hope for the best. And this foundation is amazing. It's the best drugstore foundation, hands down. The only thing that I have to mention about it, it says it's 24-hour. I don't agree on that claim. So maybe if you have a dry skin overall, you will definitely like this foundation. However, I have combination skin, so I'm quite oily here around my nose and here on my chin. And usually this is the area where the foundation breaks up a little bit after, let's say, 4 or 5 hours. I personally don't care because I don't wear makeup for so long. Actually, I wear makeup only for filming, special occasions, and sometimes when I feel like it. For me, makeup is fun, it's not an obligation. So this is why I don't care, but I have to mention that. However, now I see they claim it's 32-hour fresh wear. So I think they formulated the foundation. Of course, the shade is totally wrong for me, but I am going to mix it with the 200 and with my favorite and most used foundation brush. This is the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection number 7. It's a double-ended one. This one I don't use as a concealer, but I will show you then how I use it. And the reason why I absolutely love this foundation is because of the finish. It gives your skin quite a beautiful glow, but not too much. I love the finish of this foundation. It's amazing. Say hello to my cat. And by the way, I'm sitting on my floor here because I'm in the process of commering my house. So there is declutter everywhere. And this is, I would say, this is the safest place to film. So sorry for that. Look at this finish. It's amazing. It's amazing. I love this foundation. It has more of a medium coverage. So I usually have to go with a concealer for blemishes or the part where I have a lot of rosacea, because otherwise after a while the redness will come through. This foundation photograph is amazing in photos and videos. It's just a very beautiful foundation, and it's affordable because it's in the drugstore. So it's definitely a win-win situation with this one. Okay, I think I went a little bit too much with the 200. I should have used 2 pumps of the 110 and then went with 200 because it's too dark for me now. But it's okay. Okay, I can't find my new beauty blender anywhere. So I am suspecting this one here to have played with it and it's somewhere. I always have to hide my beauty blenders when I wash them because otherwise my lovely cats just play with them and then I have to throw them away. So I'm just going over with my beauty blender just to take the excess off. The other thing about this foundation is that you have to set it. But before doing that, I have to go through my holy grail, the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I just want to cry just by thinking that once this is finished, I have none. I did hear that Smashbox have now some products of Becca, but last time I checked here in Italy, it was not available. So I don't know, is it just a rumor or what? Because this is an amazing product. Like, I can't live without it. Can you see? And I've used such a tiny amount. I mean, not even. Look how much. So I usually use this end for the under eye corrector. I also use just a tiny little bit here. I have this shadow here and I use this product to bring it forward. If anyone knows a dupe of this, can you please tell me in the comments down below? This product is amazing because it brightens and it corrects at the same time. So this is why I love it so much. And I just have to forget. Now let's move to concealer, and definitely my favorite one and my most used one is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. I love this concealer. All these other concealers, although they are great, yeah, I have a mature skin, and where you can really see my age is my under eye. So I have to have a very emollient creamy concealer, and Nars one is amazing. It's one of the best sellers from the brand for a reason, because it is amazing. I mean, Nars in general is pretty good when it comes to complexion. I will use just a tiny bit here, and since I've used a darker foundation, I can go and brighten this area here. Can you see the difference? Yeah, things get a little bit complicated when you hit 40. By the way, I am using my favorite concealer brushes, Sephora Pro N 57. Love this one. It's an amazing brush. I don't have a lot of luck when it comes to Sephora brushes, but this one is amazing. First, I will set under my eyes and I will do some funny faces. By the way, I am using the translucent loose powder from Laura Mercier, another product that I can't live without, honestly. It's my favorite powder. And with the rest, I'm going to set my eyes. Then, as I said, I have to set my face. I will use, again, the Laura Mercier one and just go with the rest of the powder with a fluffy brush all over my skin. Now let's go to bronzer. I have my holy grail bronzer here. This is Milk Matte Bronzer in Baked. Unfortunately, I can't use it because it has expired. I can smell it. Here is the color, and this is exactly the color when I tan, and this is why I love it. When it comes to consistency, it's not the best because it's quite stiff. This is the color. Can you see? I love it, love it, love it for the color. And so, although I'm not a big fan of the formula itself, there are definitely better cream bronzers when it comes to the formula, but the color is amazing. So since I can't use this one, I will just go with my favorite powder bronzer. And I have to mention two here because almost I use these almost equally. So this is the Film Star Bronze and Glow palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know if you can see it, but I have quite a dent, especially in the highlighter, because this is my go-to highlighter. I love this highlighter so much. And I have quite a collection of highlighters, but this one, I don't have to think much. I just grab and go with it. Now, when it comes to the bronzer, I am not the biggest fan because it's too light and has also a little bit of shimmer. So it's not exactly the best product to contour, and it's too light to use as a bronzer. But still, I found myself grabbing this one, especially in winter when I have fair skin. During summer, I can't use it because it's just too light for me. So I am going to use it now as a contour. Now for bronzer, I will use my Physician Formula Butter Bronzer. This is in light. I love this bronzer. Again, it's a hyped up product for a reason because it's great. It has this beautiful sheen. It's one of the best bronzers on the market. However, this light color is definitely too light for me. As you can see, it's not my perfect shade. Again, it's okay for a natural looking makeup, but because I love so much the finish of this bronzer, I usually use this one on top of my usual bronzer. So I go with whatever bronzer I choose, and then on top of it, I go with this one to get this beautiful glow that is so beautiful. Now let's go to blush, and of course my favorite blush of all time is the Milani Luminoso. Beautiful. And I am always into like a little bit of peachy corally blushes because to my eyes it balances out a little bit the rosacea that comes through. So if I go with a pinky blush, when the rosacea comes through, it's not a good look. I also love it because of the finish. Again, it has this beautiful luminosity to it. My favorite, and again, a product that deserves the hype. Let's go with highlighter. And yes, as I said, I am going with this highlighter. It's my most used one. It's just an easy grab and go highlighter. I love it. It may not look on the pan such a great highlighter, but on the skin, oh, love it. A little bit on the bridge of my nose. Cupid's bow. I'm so glad that I got myself this palette. I am using it so much, and I think this is one of the most used palettes, generally speaking, in my collection. So for an easy grab, quick look, this palette is worth every penny in my opinion. Now let's move to eyes, and my most used palette is the Natasha Denona Mini Glam palette. I absolutely adore the color scheme here. My favorite color is this one. It's Anju. This is a beautiful olive beigey color that looks amazing on your eyes. Here it is. See, it has a little bit of this shift. The only thing that I have to mention about this palette that I personally wish would be different are these two colors. They are different, but they are too similar in my opinion. So let's start with the transition color Seed and define the crease. I will also use it for under my eyes. Then with an angled brush, I am going with my favorite color, this one, Anju, in the outer corner of my lid. Then I am going with this color here, Golden Flesh, with my finger. Look at this color. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Then with my pinky, I am going with the lighter color here in my inner corner. With my favorite detailed brush from MAC, this is the 226S. I am going into the dark color here to intensify the look and use it almost as an eyeliner. So I am going here at the outer corner. Now let's go for my under eyes, and I'm going with Anu, my favorite color, just in the outer corner. Then with a smaller brush, I am going with Flesh, Golden Flesh here, right in the middle. And even a smaller one with the lightest color. Now let's go to mascara, and my most used mascara and my holy grail one. I wouldn't say it's my holy grail, but my favorite mascara till now, unfortunately, is not available anymore because it's from Marc Jacobs, the Velvet Noir. So instead, I am going for, let's say, number 2 on my list, and that is the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift. I'm still on the hunt for my perfect mascara, by the way. And what I mostly love about this mascara is that it really lifts your eyelashes. You don't need to curl your eyelashes when you use this mascara. Really, look at that. It's really quick and one coat. Can you see the difference? It's amazing. So try to ignore the mess that I did on this eye. I will leave it to dry and then I will dust it off, and let's get into lips. Let's talk lip pencils, and my favorite ones are the Spice from MAC and the Huda Beauty Lip Contour in Sandy Beige. This is Spice from MAC and this is Sandy Beige from Huda Beauty. Spice was my go-to lip pencil until I got Huda Beauty. Love the formula, love the color. It's the perfect shade to contour. And as you all know, it's either for me a red lipstick or a nude one. And I use this one with almost all nude lipsticks in my collection. Love, love, love this one. Creamy, but it doesn't fade in like the fine lines around your lips. You can apply it before your lipstick, after your lipstick. It's long lasting. It's just an perfect eyeliner. I already ordered another shade that should arrive actually today. So I am waiting for the package. So color is just beautiful. Now let's talk about my favorite lipsticks. So for a red lipstick, my most used one is the Fenty Beauty uncensored, I think. Yes, uncensored liquid lipstick. It comes with a little bit of a strange doe applicator. It looks like that. I am not a fan of this doe applicator, to be honest. I love more of a pointy one, but it's okay. It's not too bad. It's a little bit drying, but not too much. But the color is this perfect red. Oh my god. The color is to die for, and you don't need much. You only need a very small amount. Again, on camera, I don't know why it looks lighter. It's a very deep, true red lipstick. And as I said, a little bit goes a very, very long way. So I use just a tiny bit and then I spread it with a brush because otherwise it will be a little bit too drying. But when you do like a little bit and then you spread it with your brush, it will work amazingly and it will not be so drying, and it also will look better on your lips. So my most used nude lipstick is again not available anymore. It's from the Marc Jacobs. I have a mini of it, and also the lip pencil and the lip gloss. It's sugar high. Love this color so much. This is a pink. This is the perfect pinky nude, but since it's not available anymore, I'm going to ignore it. And third most used product is from Maybelline, the Lifter Gloss in color 7 Amber. I love this color so much. It has a little bit of a corally peachy undertone, but it looks amazing with this lip liner. So I usually go only with the lip liner and then the gloss, and I'm done. What I mostly like about this gloss, or this cream gloss, is the formula. All these lines that you can see in my lips will disappear. Watch. Here it is. It goes with a lot of eye looks, and this is also why I love it. If you didn't try this lip formula before, you have to. It's amazing. Now I will just fix what I did with my mascara and come back. So here is the final look, using all my most used products in 2021 and also my favorite ones, of course. Please tell me in the comments down below what is your most used product when it comes to skincare and makeup in 2021. I hope you liked this video and you found it helpful, and if you did, please give it a thumb up and consider subscribing to my channel. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will get notified when I upload any new video. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time. Ciao.